Welcome to the Ultimate Nintendo Switch Gift Guide. It's a little late in the season, I'm aware, but hey, maybe you need some last-minute gift ideas for the Nintendo Switch owner in your life, or maybe you just got them a Nintendo Switch and you need to know what kind of ish to get them. We're going to break this down into 3 categories. First, we're going to go into the systems, then we're going to talk about accessories, and then some games. So let's dive into things right away. First of all, there's 3 choices of different systems. There is the Nintendo Switch OLED, the base Nintendo Switch, and the Nintendo Switch Lite. Let's throw out that base Nintendo Switch real quick and talk about the Lite versus the OLED. Now, if you have a kid under the age of 10 and you don't plan as playing the Switch as too much of a family, or maybe somebody in the family already has a Nintendo Switch, they want their own, the Switch Lite is the absolute way to go. However, in any other situation, Switch OLED. The Switch OLED does everything the original Switch does. It is $50 more, but the handheld experience on the Nintendo Switch OLED is unmatched. It is so much better than what the Nintendo Switch normal one can offer. So Nintendo Switch Lite for a kid, or here's the other factor, if it is like you're shopping for your girlfriend or your boyfriend and they just like to play single player games alone, in isolation, the Switch Lite is a good option, okay? Plus, they've got fun colors. So if you have a girlfriend and she's been asking you for a Switch, get her the pink Nintendo Switch Lite. Highly, highly recommend that, Betty, because it's just cute. But again, every other situation, Nintendo Switch OLED, and even if you're like, oh, I don't really need to play with friends, you probably should check out the OLED, because there's a part of you that does play things like Mario Kart and other things like that with in real life friends, right? Now that we've got that out of the way, accessories. I really am of the belief that there's about 2 main accessories that you need for the Nintendo Switch. That is number one thing you will always need with this system is a Pro Controller. This doesn't really apply if you got the Lite, so this is for the OLED people. A Pro Controller is absolutely necessary because it just allows you to play games so much better than what the dog-face controllers do. It's so much more comfortable, it is a much better gaming experience, and if somebody in your life already has a Nintendo Switch but they do not have a Pro Controller and you know that they play more than Mario Party and Mario Kart, a Pro Controller can go a long way. It really is an amazing gift. There's a bunch of different styles of it. I myself have the Splatoon one, and occasionally they go back in stock on Amazon around the holidays, so just check it out. Regardless, the base Pro Controller is a great option as well. And then the other main one that I think everybody needs is the Nintendo Switch online subscription service. It's $20 a year, or you can get in a family plan that's $35 a year, but you can add as many people as you want. And that subscription plan comes with a variety of different things. Like if they want to play online, obviously they can play online. It allows you to also get a lot of their backlog of games, like all of their NES library, their SNES library, their Game Boy library. You have full access to that. You can play whatever you want, and that is great for older gamers who want to experience those, or younger gamers who are very interested in what retro gaming has to offer. I myself have gotten so much use out of them. And my most played thing of last year was literally the SNES Nintendo Switch Online service, okay? So they're pretty cool. I like them a lot. If you're a purist, they don't run as well as something like an emulator could offer, I guess, but they're just a much easier way of doing things, especially if you're not, this you're super plugged into the gaming zeitgeist. Something like this is really cool. A little branch of that is the Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pass, which basically just allows you to get the Nintendo 64. The Expansion Pass allows you to have access to the Nintendo 64, the Sega Genesis library, as well as the Game Boy Advanced library, which is pretty cool. So again, it's about retro games, and if they like that, but if there's someone who likes retro games, it bumps it up to $50 a year, which is quite a bit, but in some ways, to some people, it could be worth it. And to me, I really like it, and I have that, and I use it quite a bit. So it just depends on the person you're buying it for. So just, see if they're the type of person that likes to play games like that. If they're the type of person who just wants the Switch to play Mario, don't worry about that part, Get them a Pro Controller and chill out. I have a couple bonus items that you can get them if they have the other stuff. Just more Joy-Con. More Joy-Con is always great. They have different color varieties. I myself just got the pink ones, and I love them. More Joy-Con are always good because your old Joy-Con are gonna drift eventually, and it's just a whole pain in the ass. And then also a Satisfy grip. Satisfy has these Satisfy Zen Ronin grips, and this is not a sponsor. I have been sponsored by them in the past, but the product is genuinely amazing. Their Satisfy grips, awesome. You just plug your Switch in there and you play. They just allow handheld gamers to play with a lot more comfortability, and the Zen Ronin grip allows you to just keep the Switch in that almost always because you can dock the system with the grip on it, which is the biggest pain in the ass of most other grips. So it's awesome, and I highly recommend just checking out Satisfy's site in general, because even if you got a Switch Lite, a Satisfy grip will fit on the Switch Lite. You just have to find the right one, and there's a ton of different variety. You should look into it. They're awesome. Gaming wise for this season, if we're talking about games that came out this year, which is probably what most fans are going to want, you've got just a couple options. So the biggest games of the year, I would say, is going to be number one, Echoes of Wisdom, which is a 2D top-down Zelda in a brand new style that basically takes a lot of inspiration from games like Tears of the Kingdom. It's awesome. It's a very, very good game. I loved it. I highly recommend people check it out if you are a Zelda fan. And if the person in your life is a Zelda fan, they want this game. But you should probably check if they, might already have it. And I would say just one other bet of what a Nintendo fan would like is Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door Remastered. This game is an iconic game from the GameCube. It finally got remastered. People are really excited about it. And so this could be a great present because maybe this person didn't already buy it because maybe they already played it, but they would love to revisit it, and this is a great way to do so, so I do recommend picking them up this as well. If you've got a kid, Princess Peach Showtime and Mario vs. Donkey Kong are phenomenal. If you've got like a book fan in your life, they really like novel type games, Emio, the Smiling Man Famicom Detective Club, phenomenal game for those types of people, as well as another Code Recollection. There's parts of that game that I don't entirely love, but I think as a whole for that type of fan, it's phenomenal. But before I leave you, if you got somebody a Nintendo Switch for Christmas, there are 5 games that everyone needs with their Nintendo Switch. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 3, Smash Bros. Actually, there's 6, fuck. Smash Bros. And Mario Kart. I think those are absolutely necessary. And if you want to throw in a fun one, Mario Party Jamboree is an absolute banger. So all of those games, basically in that order, are necessary and phenomenal. So if you've got a Nintendo Switch fan in your life, they make sure that they have all 7 of those games, and if they do, they're set. If they don't, fill in those gaps, you know what I'm saying? Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. If it helped you, let me know down in the comments below. Drop it a like, subscribe to the channel, check out this video. It's bangers, vibe, it's a good time, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.